Hey guys, so I got a little bit of a different kind of video today. It's going to be a super short one. So we will just crack on and get at it. Probably won't be any time lapse in this one because it's just a super short one. I might not even finish this today depending on how it goes. Just a little bit of a background. I've been intermittently cleaning out the garage, kind of morph it into my workspace. There are a bunch of things in here, well, really everything, not just a bunch, but everything in here, except for anything that I am directly responsible for, was here from my father. This was his garage, it's his shop. And this is where he tinkered and did his work. It is now where I tinker and do my work. And I have been relatively slowly, especially here in the last few months. I mean, at first I did a bunch of cleaning and a bunch of moving around and stuff like that. But then it slowed down because I focused more on the work I was trying to get done rather than shop infrastructure. Well, I'm now kind of back at the point where I can kind of start slipping in some infrastructure, some general cleaning and moving stuff around to where it helps the shop be more efficient and work better for what I'm trying to do. In doing that, let me move this out of the way. In doing that, I found, and it's disassembled at this point, I found this. This is apparently a very old flashlight. Okay, I'm still recording, cool. A very old flashlight that obviously was my father's for a couple reasons. One, because it was in his garage. But then, for two, I don't know how well it will show up on the camera, and I will endeavor to point it out to you. Okay, so right next to my thumb, and I'm kind of peeking around the back of the camera. I don't see it on this screen. Right next to my thumb, he has scratched his initials into it. For whatever reason. I mean, who knows? This could have been just something that he had, maybe he took it to work with him. He had worked in various factories throughout his life, stuff like that. He was a police officer forever, but then even after that, I would imagine before as well, he worked in a lot of different places and done a lot of different things, so maybe this was from that time, either before or after, and so he scratched his initials into it just to be like, hey, yeah, no, that's my flashlight. What I'm going to do, the idea, as soon as I found it, the idea I had, I was like, oh, I have to see if that still works. So that's what I'm going to do. And then if it does work, I will probably break it back down and give it a good cleaning, at the very least, and see what happens there. It maybe, I don't know, I really love all the weathering on it. That really shows that it's had some miles, man. I mean, this thing was used, and you can tell it just by looking at it. And all of those miles, because they are from my father, mean something to me. So I don't really know if I'm going to paint it or do anything like that. I will definitely clean it and service it, as it were, and see what happens. The one thing I will say that I will do is the I really want to sort of what's the word? I don't know what I'm looking for. I want to go over the initials. I don't want to cover them up or get rid of them. I want to reinforce them. I have a Dremel tool with an engraver attachment, and rather than just like a key or a screwdriver or whatever he did it with, I'm going to take that engraver and go over the initials to where they are a more permanent affectation. Look at me using big words again. Of this flashlight. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now. I'm gonna put it all back together because I have some batteries that I believe are good. I'm gonna put it all back together, turn it on, see if it even works. If it doesn't work, I will then begin to assess what's going on here and see where I can get. Hopefully this one's, again, like I said, just a one-day build. Just a short little video of getting this flashlight to work and doing whatever it is I want to do to it. You know. So yeah, here we go. Let's get started, huh? Well, okay, so I got it back together. I tested these batteries before I put them in there, and they all read good. I have tried them. I've tried them in both manners, like both orientations, like negative this way and then negative that way. Still does not work. The bulb might be burnt out. I don't know. You can't really see it in this housing here, but you can take this housing apart. Oh, yep. Yep, right there. Well, maybe not. You can't really. Some bitch. Can't really see it. It kind of looks like the filament's broken. I'm not sure though. So, what honestly might happen with this... Oh, wait. Maybe that's why it's not working. What the hell's going on there? That's not right. So, I'll completely fuck that up. It appears... Son of a bitch! It appears that the filament, not filament, this doodad, whatever the fuck you want to call it, down in there isn't... Well, okay, so hang on. Stand by. And I don't know what orientation these batteries are supposed to be in. They could be positive up, positive down. They could alternate. Maybe I don't even have the right size fucking batteries. Who knows? There isn't really any instruction on this thing as far as that goes. So, yeah. I got nothing there. So maybe, I don't know maybe whether or not I should go buy a new bulb and try that, or maybe what I do is go and see if I can't find an LED bulb or an LED kind of housing, I guess you would call this, for this section here, and kind of just replace this whole thing with an LED setup, like an updated brand new thing. Oh yeah, something's going on there. But an updated brand new thing. I don't know what the hell that noise was. In this old used flashlight, updated guts rather, I guess, in this old flashlight, and then you know, it'll be modern use, but in an old school retro thing that kind of has some value to me personally. Obviously, we'll see what we can do. I might run. I kind of have to run into town anyhow, so there is a hardware store. I think it's still open. At least it should be. See what I can find there. Anything I find there, I guarantee you, is going to be abhorrently overpriced, because you're paying for convenience. So yeah, let me do that. I'll wrap I'll put all this back together. I don't need those in there for this purpose. And then I'm gonna run to town, stop off at that hardware store, and see if I can't find what I need. I'm not holding my breath. I truly am not. Just because I don't expect Small Town Hardware Store USA to have what I'm looking for. Don't get me wrong, I'm not pissing on Small Town Hardware Store USA, but they most often just don't have what you look for, just because it's Small Town USA. You know, people go in there for very specific things multiple times over and over again, so that's what they stock. So yeah, let's do that. We'll get it done. So I've gone to town, and the individual at the local little hardware store assures me that this, before I throw that away, Maglite Magnum Star 2 Xenon is the LCD replacement for the bulb that's in this very old Maglite. I took him on his word because I have no fucking clue about any of this stuff, and I suppose I probably could have done some research, but you know, we're kind of a dive in head first by the skin of our ball sacks people. If you watch this show, ha. So I got that. So what I'm going to do now is replace the bulb and see what happens. There we go. Alright, so I got that open. We got, looks like a little resistor housing, a cap of some sort, and the bulb itself. So it looks like this goes down in here, right? And then it looks like this goes over this, but it screws into something. There's threads on the inside of that. Then that confuses me, because for this, there's no threads on the bulb. Maybe that'll just fit in there. It doesn't fit in there very fucking well. And that doesn't, well, I guess that's not supposed to, huh? It goes down in there. Yeah, that's not gonna work. This is gonna have to go, which it does not. Well, let's hope it doesn't. Looking at this housing right here, this needs some repair if I can. And that connector there probably needs to be cleaned up. I wonder. That fits there. Yeah, that's not going to work because it doesn't have a connection sitting right there. Let's see here. Come on, puto. If I could get... And that's gonna... I wonder... This... I wouldn't think that this would work. Just because it's not... It's relying on the bulb having... How I have it right now is wrong, I guarantee it. Because it's relying on the bulb pushing up against the lens there to make a connection, which shouldn't... I mean, that's not right. Of course that's not right. But, let's just see what happens, huh? Nothing. Of course nothing. So, let's see. Before I break that shit. Okay. So... I wonder if I could... No, that's not going to work. Let's try this. Jesus Christ. No, I just lost everything. Did I lose everything? Boom. Oh, where's the little fucking thing at? Yep, I lost that little fucking ring. Never gonna find that. Oh no. Oh well. Let's see. Maybe time to get creative. Oh. Son of a bitch. Well, I mean, I don't necessarily think that was going to help me to begin with. But, So let's test some shit. Just see where we get. Alright, so bulb in. Yeah, that's pressure down on the light. That's not giving me anything. Maybe the batteries are in wrong. I wonder if that has to be on there. Come on, motherfucker. There we go. Well, I don't know what's going on with this light here. Let me see. This one-day build might turn into a multiple-day build. You never know. Crazy shit happens, I suppose. I don't really know what the hell this ring came with it for. That might be... Maybe you have different internal kind of setup than this. Yeah, that kind of seems like maybe, because that doesn't fit that. There's nothing for this to screw into. Yeah, that kind of seems like maybe there's a different internal thing. So probably not useful in my application. I feel, I don't know, I kind of feel like maybe that has to be making contact down in there because it pushes it back up. Well, 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 well. Oh. Maybe there's a problem in the connection issue. Like maybe there's a connection issue for the power. I mean, I kind of half-ass. I'm glad it's not working, because the way I have it right now, if that fucking LED came on, it'd blind the fuck out of me. But at least it would work. I don't know. This might, like I said, this might turn into a multiple day build rather than just a 1 day build. We'll see where it goes. I mean, if I am going to put time and effort into it, which I want to, just because of what it is, definitely go get some really good batteries, some batteries that definitely are good. Because like I said, we've had these have been sitting in the house for a while. They tested good, but you know, who the fuck knows? They're not brand new. The lens here is kind of worn and scratched and will probably need to be replaced. That's nothing too ridiculous, I'm sure, but it's just something that I would like to do for the luminescence of the flashlight. Like I said, I noticed some damage here. There's a crack there. I might try and repair that. And then this little LED bulb that I just went to town and bought. It's not expensive, so I'm not mad about it, and I'm sure the bulb is good. It just may or may not work for my application. I mean, it fits in the housing. I just don't know if it's correct, you know. So yeah, I think this 1 day build is going to turn into a multiple day build, where I work on this old ass mag light and get it back to working order. And yeah, we'll see where it goes. If you somehow I have cut myself, if you like the videos and you know, you're interested in any of the random crap for whatever reason, like, subscribe, and share. I will say recently that I had talked to a friend from high school, a couple friends from high school. I talked to one of them. They have a podcast that is that they put up on YouTube every Monday morning, very early. It's like Sunday night, Monday morning, around like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. But you can watch it. You know, it's available Monday. Once a week, every Monday, and it's there if you're into nerdy stuff, pop culture stuff, like comic books and movies and video games and stuff like that. They talk about that stuff. It's called Journey into Comics. I talked to him and you know, explained that while I don't sit on my channel and talk about, you know, comic books and stuff like that, I still like that stuff. I am a comic book and a video game nerd. That's the stuff that I do in my spare time. But then I come out here in the garage and I get my hands dirty, and I don't. To me, I feel like there's kind of a separation of those two things, and I want to show that comic book nerds and video game nerds and those kinds of people, you can get out in the garage and turn a wrench. You know, just as well as anybody else. You just have to put the time in. You have to learn it. And I was talking to Nate about that, and he was like, hell yeah, man, we'll give you a shout out. You give us a shout out. You know, maybe we can collaborate on something at some point in time. Who knows? So check them out if you like that stuff. Journey into comics. Write down in the comments. Doc Holliday sent you, and yeah, I think this is going to be something that I work on for a little bit. Might be a break from Doc, just because I need to reassess what I'm doing about that headlight bracket. That's kind of driving me crazy. So, till next time.